Hi everyone, this is Skillshop 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live. Rematch, Arc versus SLY. You never want to start a stream and then somebody sends you a funny message, because that's what happens. You can't get out of the gates. But yes, we are here live, everybody. We're going to have a great time tonight. What an awesome matchup. This matchup is always a lot of fun because I've got two of my moderators going at it. I got Julia and also Amy. That's going to be great. And then I know the amount of preparation that went into this. Believe me, I've gotten so many messages. In fact, your inventory will be out tomorrow. I'll tell you guys a little bit of all the packs from the weekend. All that inventory is updated. The bundles, so all that's done. The only thing I really have to do for you guys tomorrow is all the trades, the back and forth. I've got the character record sheets updated, but the moves, in order to make those happen, I still got to physically go in and transfer that. But and it was a lot this week. But thank you. I asked for it, right? I said, you guys really need to dig down, get everybody on your team geared, ready to go. And I think this is the best geared matchup that we've had top to bottom. That means starters and second unit. Everybody's pretty good. This is one of the better ones that we've had. So I have teased a little bit that there are some brand new items today. Hopefully you guys got the word. We're going to do double Cosmos today. So we haven't done that in a long, long time. I think with the treasure maps, we might have did it once. So any bundles tonight, you will double your Cosmos. You know there's a Cosmos leaderboard. And then there's also a different tier level that we did with the campfire event. So there will be another campfire-like event in about a month once we get into the next chapter. I got a lot of good announcements for you guys tonight. I mentioned to some of the faction leaders today, but I'm just super, super excited. Couple new grenades. What that means is the grenade bundle just expanded as well. So we are up to 38 grenades now. Last week it was 34. So just by creating new grenades, the grenade bundle increased by a total of 4, but times 2. 8 more supplies you guys get. Same value as you got before, so more firepower. But there's one tonight. Actually, there's 2 grenades tonight that are super, super unique, and I think everybody's going to want them. They're probably the ones we rolled out this weekend were really good too. We had the swag, and we also had the plaid. But these 2 tonight, the Lotto and the Magic Mike, it will strip you down. Pun fully intended. You guys are going to have fun with these grenades. We're also doing double Cosmos. And I'm going to add something else in there tonight that I know you guys need. So we'll get to the bundles in 1 second. I got some more announcements. And I see I missed Valar's super chat. I got to read it, though, Valar, at the very top. Hello, 999 Army, Kills Great Mods, channel members, patrons, PDL players, sponsors, all super chat, super stickers. And Valar's like, I'm taking them all. And I see a couple other people picking up the bundles. We got Amy picking them all up. We got Gemstone. We got Will the Bill saying what's up to the Army. We got Will the Bill, roll down the window and throw them bundles to me. We got the Twisted Sisters. And I see you, Will. So I don't know which direction you guys want to talk about. You guys want to talk about the leaderboard? You guys want to talk about some of the new game rollouts we're going to have over the next couple months? Or you guys just want to jump right into the bundles? We can do any of those 3. So I am just super, super hyped about all 3. About how the faction wars are going. About the bundles tonight. I think it's one of the best we've ever had. And what we're going to have for you guys over the next 3 or 4 months. Ideas, suggestions, feedback, anything? We'll start with the standings because that is the cycle of events, and then we'll jump into some of the new announcements. So there you go. We've got right there, you can see, and I did mention this. This was a battle the other night for first place. If Vox would have won, I know it's a big if, right? But both teams would have been 3-1. And what I want you guys to look at is not the PF, not the PA. The far right-hand corner is the point differential. And Vox actually went in with a better point differential against Mir. But after Mir's victory, you can see not only is Mir 4-0, but they also have a 305 point differential which is about what? 70, a little bit over 70 points per game they're winning by. So they are comfortably in first place. Then we've got Vox with a 160. And tonight's a big game because SLY is actually in fourth place, but they have a better point differential than ARC. So if SLY wins tonight, SLY will go up to third place, ARC would go to fourth place, and that means a first round matchup would potentially, we still got two more matches, it could be Mir versus ARC in the first round. It could be Mir versus SLY. It could be Mir versus Vox. So 2 and 3 will play each other, 1 and 4 will play each other. So either way, going to be a tough matchup. And as you guys can see, these are the remainder of the matches. It's every night. So tonight we got ARC and SLY. Next week, Mir and SLY, Vox and ARC. And then the final week of the regular season, ARC versus Mir. And then the final night will be September 2nd. That'll be SLY versus Vox. And then we will kick off the tournament the next week. That'll be Labor Day weekend. So we got a lot of stuff in store for you guys. All right, so let me get to the announcement. I did mention it. So how are you guys feeling about Faction Wars? We've had singles, we've had doubles, and I can tell you the feedback that I've gotten with Faction Wars has been unbelievable. People love it. So I want to see what your thoughts are for Faction Wars, and then I will kind of move into it. Bone says she loves it the most. How many people here, Faction Wars is your favorite type of PvP? If you had to stack rank it. So we are going to roll out another Faction Wars Battleground, and it is Chapter 2. It's called The Farm, and we're going to tie this into our PvP. I know you guys love tag team, so we're going to work on both of these, but the Farm is going to have a neat element. We're going to do a couple things that are going to be Halloween themed. And you're going to have the ability to gain points in a couple different manners. You're going to have the ability to collect items in the battleground and then unleash Crowley on your opponent. That's going to be one thing. Scarecrows are going to come into play. So we've got a nice Halloween theme coming up for you guys, and it'll be the battle for the farm as well. So stay tuned for that. We've got chapters for the rest of the year. So, barring you guys still want to play scenarios on Friday night, barring, you guys still want to do PvP, we got a story lined up all the way through December. And in December, I'll be working on January, February. And as we turn the corner into January, we are going to introduce faction bases, and faction bases will give you the opportunity to kind of chill out with your faction. It's going to give you a way to build up your own base, and it will also allow other factions to raid your base and possibly take some of your stuff. So more to come on that, and then profession is going to be something we're going to be working on over the next couple months too. So your character will be able to make things, do things, and then your profession will tie into your faction base, and it'll be a nice little community that can make stuff, build stuff, and sometimes you guys can tear down stuff. So yes, you will be able to raid each other's bases, and what will happen is you'll just send me a message and challenge and tell me you're going to raid that base, and then you guys will see how it's going to work out. All right, let's talk about tonight's bundles. and what we got in store for you guys. First thing I want to say is I'm going to show you both bundles. All right, and I wanted to do something that in looking over inventories, I've had a couple people who have on Friday night said, now if you type in an item and you don't have it, you don't get the credit for it. So you guys have to look up your inventory. But I will tell you, over the last 2 weeks, or the last 2 times we've done scenarios, I've had 3 different people use an elixir of bonus XP, and they didn't have an elixir of bonus XP. So they didn't get the bonus XP. So what I wanted to add for tonight's bundle is something pretty cool. So let's just start. I'll go through the items, and then I'm going to tell you the bonus items, and then I'm going to tell you something else. So first of all, every bundle tonight is double Cosmos. So if you pick up all 4 of these, that's 8 Cosmos. If you pick up the grenade, oh man, that grenade screen is getting ridiculous. Look at all those grenades. You get double Cosmos for that too. But I'm going to start out. The standard bundle is Proxy Bombs, Elixir Stout, Vox Ruby, Post-Battle Pet Revive, and that really, really hard to get Arcanite. That is a B1 gem. A couple people already used it in their gear this week. So that's a B1 gem right there in the standard bundle. If you're looking for ways to develop your base, if you're looking for ways to do your damage, we've not put 2 gems in a introductory bundle before. So that's a first. Go down to the red bundle. Check this out. Some of you have been getting a little light on the Rojos. So for the first time ever, I wanted to put 6 Rojos in a bundle. So there's 3 down there times 2. There's your Fury 4, your Immune Elixir, Repellent Smoke, Red Ted, Turbo Elixir, Triple Dimes Potion. How hard has it been to get Triple Dimes Potion? So there's a Triple Dimes Potion in that bundle, and also Rojos. Silver Skins is a bonus. And then we get a little bit of firepower. Again, TS15s have been flying off the shelves lately. So check this out, this gold bundle. 2 wild cards in there. Aqua, Sly Flies, Vox, brand new Plaid Grenade, and that would be 6 TS15s. If you balance the TS15s and your TS10s, those will last you. And this isn't even a grenade bundle. This is a basic bundle. Again, more silver skins. And then it's time to talk about the green bundle. Heal and Seal Smoke, Essence Smoke, Seal and Thrill Smoke. So there's 2 in there. I'm going to skip Lotto, Magic Mike, and get to the Vile Smoke. You guys know Nolan is becoming a super strong play. Mirror Magic and Arc Spark. So what is Lotto? All right, Lotto is a very, very cool grenade. So when you throw Lotto, Lotto is a D8 grenade. So you throw Lotto, it's going to hit for D8. But this is what I'm going to do. When you throw it, I'm going to say, give me a die roll. And you're going to pick a number. And if that number is a 6, your D8 grenade will hit your target for D24. It will triple up. That means you got a 1 in 6 chance of doing triple damage. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. 1 in 6, yeah, that's a pretty big gamble. Hold on, we're not done. I'm going to leave this die screen specifically for you. So the next time you throw a second Lotto grenade, I'm going to ask you to roll again, and I'm going to leave that number 1 up there. So now you got a 1 in 5 chance. So I'm going to ask you to pick a number. Let's say you pick 5. Oh, look at that. The second time I just rolled, I just popped you for 24. So I had a 1 in 6 chance, and then I had a 1 in 5 chance. I just tripled up damage. Let's say I would not have hit with that. Let's just say, let's say I would have rolled the 4. Well, you get the idea. Anyway, it's going to narrow down little by little by little. For example, Boom, I rolled a 2. Then I rolled a 1. Then the third grenade I throw, now I got a 1 in 4 chance. So if I throw 6 grenades in a battle, I'm going to hit you triple. But it gives you that element that you can gamble, you can roll the dice a little bit if your back's against the wall. You can roll the dice a little bit if you're trying to take down the wall. Then what they do, Ron, if a different person throws, then you get this one, and they get this one. So for each person that throws, it'll stay on the board until they get their own. So each will have their own specific die roll. Make sense? And I've got enough screens for everybody. Don't worry. All right. The tape bundle. We don't have a tape bundle. I mean, I have the grenade bundle. No, Ray, hold on. Let me explain this. That is the bundle. That's the replenishment bundle. There's no tape bundle. When you replenish your grenades, you get all 38 of those grenades, you get all 3 of those waxes, and you get all 5 of those tapes. That's what I said. This is the this is equivalent to, this is the same. It's a $70 bundle. But this particular bundle right there is 38. That's a box and a half. It's a box and a half worth of grenades and tapes. And this is available every single night we do it. Now, the regular bundle is going to have a lot of things that you can't get in here. But this is your restock right here. And it's going to continue to grow. I mentioned this the other night. We get to a point where there's 50 grenades. This is going to be the same. You're going to be able to pick up all 50 grenades. So that's not changing. I see a couple other people picked up bundles, so I see you guys. Well, if it's a TS10 with 5 lottos, it's just a TS10. The lottos have no additional impact on that. All right, so let me also show you guys one more thing. This is what I'm kind of proud of. So the hard to get items up at the top, your black graphene, your onyx skins, your pet skins, your bonus XP, and your potion. Tonight, in addition to double Cosmos, check this out. I'm going to double up the tape. I'm going to double up the onyx. I'm going to double up the red skins. I'm going to double up the bonus XP, which is going to mean that you got 2 weeks worth of bonus XP. And I'm going to double up the triple XP potion. So that's all included in the main bundle. So tonight you get the opportunity to stock your firepower with the grenades, and you get the opportunity to stock your rating with your XP, your skins, your tape, and also your bonus XP. So I wanted to throw something out there tonight that we have not ever done. So this is a first. You've got triple dimes. All the hard to get stuff is in tonight's bundles. And I need to tell you guys what Magic Mike does. All right. Magic Mike is a grenade like no other. And Magic Mike is included in the grenade bundle. You can see him right here. Right there in that slot. The waxes and the tape are not separate. They're all included in that. I mean, we're still going to have waxes and tapes and some of the things in the boxes as well. All right, so Magic Mike is a D12 grenade. Not a lot of excitement around that, right? You can throw it. It's going to hit somebody for D12. But you can also throw it at your opponent's wall and it will rebuild their wall. First grenade ever. So here's how Magic Mike works. You throw it at a person, it's D12. If it hits a section of your opponent's wall, and you do have to be in range, a defender cannot throw it from the defensive position. They have to move in the red zone. I'll show you where the red zone is. One Magic Mike replenishes 25 damage. So that means if your opponent just took down a red wall for 50 points, you hit with 2 Magic Mikes, that red wall reappears. If your opponent takes down a blue block for 25, you hit their wall, that blue block comes back up. So now you're going to have the ultimate way to go defense mode if you want to play it. Rovers, tanks are going to want to have a couple of these in their pocket because they may go over and start hitting somebody and be like, wait a minute, they're taking this wall down way too fast, and you throw a Magic Mike at the wall, and that portion of the wall pops back up. Thank you, Busy Bee. I love this. This is my favorite back and forth. I love this grenade because somebody's going to get tunnel vision and go wall, 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 and you're going to go over and it's like, nope. Bam! Put that back up there. And you can do the same thing to them. So now you're going to have the opportunity to go over and hit their wall and replenish it. Remember, Magic Mike, you cast it or you throw it at your opponent, D12. You throw it at your opponent's wall, D25, H25 replenishment. So we're going to see walls taken down, walls put back up. So that is Magic Mike. I told you it was magical, and I'm pretty excited about it. All right, I see Valar picking up bundles, mad bundles, Valar, going yellow-green for Sheila, green and red for Dow. Thank you so much, Valar. I see Rocket Crockett picking up the bundles. Ocean Man picking up the grenade replenishment. And Ray, that's gonna last you for a while. I mean, that's 76 grenades. 76 grenades, because each one of these are times 2. So 76 grenades, 1 of each wax, 2 black graphene, 2 red graphene, 2 blue graphene, 2 Elysium, and 1 purple. Now, in the future, I can't promise you that the tapes are going to stay up there, because eventually this whole page is going to be full of grenades. But in the immediate future, you'll still get the opportunity to get the wax and also get the tapes. All right. I think Green Forbid. I think everybody's seen it. Everybody has the opportunity to pick up restock, replenishment. So I'm going to put the regular bundle back on the board, and while we're doing that, we may have a couple people log in a little bit late. Let me announce the starters for tonight, and I'm going to ask you starters. And remember, items you pick up can be used tonight. So if you pick up Magic Mike, you can absolutely use it tonight. All right, let's start out with SLY has chosen to be last. So, in no particular order, I'm going to ask Ark, who's going first tonight, Jim, Dal, Julia, Villar, 4 of you, please give me your pre-match buffs. And again, these bundles that Villar's picked up can be used tonight. And I will show you guys the zone that you're going to have to move into in order to hit your opponent's wall. You have to be within grenade range. So you can't, like I said, you can't be a defender and throw all the way across the buildings. You're going to have to move into their area, which is a little risky, but like I said, no risk it, no biscuit. Sometimes you might have to go back and rebuild their walls. So let's get Team Ark. Give me your pre-match buffs. Get everybody's stats up to date. So Jim, Julia, Dal, Villar. All right, I've got Gemstone, 1 black, and double Eli. And Stout. And Bow and Bullet Wax. All right, you got it. Julia is going immune. Double Eli. Eli on Rose. And Eli on the mask. Black and Bullet Wax. All right, I got Villar going immune. Black, Eli. Double Eli. Love to see these weapons. Look, I mean, Bounty Bow, Shaman. I mean, so many good weapons. Yep. It's called Blade Wax, Julia, but I'll forgive you as you continue to call it Sword Wax. It's okay. I only spend countless hours a week developing these items only to have you call it Sword Wax instead of its proper name. All right, Villar, I got your stats. You're good. And where is, do I have Dal or did I miss you? Oh, there's Dal. Immune, double black, and Eli on Aegis. And Dal, I do have your other tier stats incorporated into your stats, or your tier abilities as well. All right, let me get, in no particular order, this is not the order for tonight, but let me get Team SLY. I got Ray, I got Will, I got Tiny, and I got Amy. Where's Dimes? Interesting, interesting. Ray, Tiny, Will, and Amy. Team SLY. Uh-oh. Ark's like, oh, hell. All right. You guys have seen the bundles, and let me get a cover up there. Bundles are off the board. So we got Will going double black. Eli. on Chameleon. Turbo. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Frenzy and Heal in the mask. And Bow Wax. I got you, Will. Very well done. Thanks for having that ready. Ocean Man going double black. Elysium on that brand new Cyan Ray. I like it. Stout. And Bullet Wax. Bones is going turbo. Red and double Eli. TS15s and Evoke. And finishing out the starters, we got Tiny. Tiny's going Immune. Eli on Aegis. We got double Aegis tonight, everybody. It's going to be fun. 2 blues. Get some base and some health there. Good call. And Blade Wax. Thank you for referring to it as the proper name, Dimes. All right, so I got all of our starters set and ready to go. So let me get the second unit. So I'm going to start out with Busy Bee, Beasley, and Mist. Busy Bee, Beasley, and Mist. Pay attention to what some of these Elis are on. Might give you a clue for some of the items that people might be using tonight. And some of the trades that happened this week. Pretty amazing stuff. Mist is going Immune. Double black. Can't go double black and Elysium's on 2 things, Mist. If you go double black, you only get 1 Elysium. I'll come back to you. Beasley is going Stout. Single black. And Eli on 10s and 15s. And also adding some Blade Wax. And Busy Bee going Angry. Purple and black. Love it. Whew, some nice armor pen, Busy. I see you. Wow, that's a good second unit right there. That is legit. That scares me a little bit. That's as good as some first units. All right. And Dimes, let's see who we got here for the second unit for SLY. So I got Dimes, Chuck, and Animal. Dimes, Chuck, and Animal as the second group for SLY. Yes. Eli on Evoke. Dimes is like a second unit by yourself. I gotta tell you, that's intimidating for me. It's like, whoa, We got to deal with Tammy. All right, here you go. Dime's going immune. Dime's like, I am the second unit. Eli on Rose. Eli on Sly Shaw. Black Graph. Yeah, but I need your pre-match stuff, Chuck. Repellent and Frenzy and Bullet and Blade Wax. All right. Chuck, any tapes, elixirs, etc.? All right, no worries. All right, so we got Chuck. Your base stats are pretty good, but certainly you want to reach out and get some graphene from your faction because that stuff helps a lot. All right. As stated, Sly has chosen to go second, so let me show you the positions for tonight. So pay close attention, everybody. Starting out tonight. Okay, let me show you also the red zone. The red zone for grenades, for the wall, you need to move from where Tiny is to here. Anywhere in that L shape is going to be a red zone. So if you say you want to use Magic Mike, you got to move into there and then throw at the wall. Over here, same thing. Here, and that reverse L shape. If you're close, I'm just going to ask you to move in. Not going to be super technical, but this is not range. This is not range. You do have to step in there, which is going to put you at a little bit of risk. That's the whole idea. All right, so starting out tonight. Starting out at forward from the University of North Carolina, Villar is starting out tonight, so Villar will go first. Then we got Amy, the bomber, going first for Team Sly, which would be second overall. Then we got Dow going next. Then we got Ray, defender. Then we got Jim in the bomber position today. And after Jim, we got Tiny. After Tiny, we got finishing out the assassin using her sword wax. And finishing out the entire round and also potentially the game is going to be Will in the rover position. All right. So that's what we got, and I'm going to kick it off with Villar. Villar, you got 20 seconds. The match is underway, everybody. Round number 1, Villar starting out in the defensive position. And you guys in round number 1, have your moves ready to go if at all possible. All right, Valar's going to go SP3, so she's using her sniper ability. And she's going to take Will's blue. Sorry, Will. Your blue is out of play. And she's going to go Unholy Arrow to Tiny. And Tiny is not immune. I'm going to slide you up just a little bit, Valar, and you can maintain line of sight. All right, Amy, you're up. So Valar took SP3 and also took Tiny's immune elixir away. All right, Amy's going to summon Dweezy. To get Gem and take her heal and seal. Done. And she's going to go TS15. With 5 box. So Amy getting on the board early. Remember, wall health can change from match to match, but it will be the same for both teams. So the wall health tonight is different than the wall health that you saw Monday night. Amy, getting on the board here early. Taking down a black, a green, and another green. 25 points on the board. Very nice. Dow, you're up. 20-second timer for Dow. Appreciate that, Ben. Thanks for popping in here. We love to support. Even when you guys have a night off, pop in at least for, a minute, 2 minutes. Just show some support for fellow teammates. Certainly appreciated by everybody. And I know Ben's got a busy baseball schedule, but certainly appreciate you popping in, man, as always. Cannot. So, Dow, you cannot activate the Aegis Shield and also move on the same turn. Remember, when you guys go for the flag, all you can do is go for the flag that turn. Dow, you still with us? Nope, that can't happen either. If you activate, let me explain Aegis again to you guys. When you activate Aegis, you pick a number from 1 to 5. That is the amount of attacks and or rounds that Aegis will form a bubble around you. If you get hit, if you say it's up to 5. So if you say Aegis 5, that means you can take 5 attacks at diminishing returns before the shield is gone. So if you use Aegis, you cannot attack personally. That's the trade-off. So no silent smoke if you use Aegis. Yeah, you can't use it. You can use it and stay there for a turn, but you can't activate Aegis and move. Okay, use Aegis and move to the flag. That you can do. All right, so Dow 1 to 5. You can activate Aegis and get up to 5. All right, so he's going to go the full 5 on Aegis and move to the flag. All right. We're good. All right, let's go to Ocean Man. Ocean Man, you're up. You guys better watch out tonight. Ray is fired up. He's been messaging me all afternoon, so I know he's ready for some PvP. Because he's typing all in caps. Vile smoke to their flag. All right. All right, so let's start with the vile smoke. Is that... You mean that flag, right, Ray? The one he's trying to cap? Okay, so Ray cast Vile Smoke. So that is going to protect the flag area. And it will tick each turn as an attack. And he's also going to bring in Summon Owl. All right. So Ray, there are the AP3 are the Noirs. Or do you want the standard bullets? You want our AR-15 AP3s, the Noirs, or the Rojos? All right, so which ones? Standard AR-15s. All right, the no Rs. So Julia, your no Rs are taken out of play by the owl. All right, Jim, you're up. All right, so Jim is going to move toward Tiny. And summon Red Sue. Dimes, Tiny's taking +5 poison damage. And Jim is going to go Silent Smoke to Tiny. So Tiny is surrounded by smoke at this point. Dimes, you're up. You know, it's a good move, though. So, again, remember, activations are voice activations. So, it's certainly a good move. And Dimes is like, nope, that ain't going to happen. So, she is going to Unholy Smoke it. Which gets rid of the Silent Smoke. And then she's going to activate Aegis for how many rounds, Dimes? Or how many attacks? 5. All right, so we're going to go A5. And again, if you're not attacked, it will last a full 5 rounds. If you are, it's 5 attacks. That's important. Julia, you're up. Final play of round 1 for Team Arc. That would be a no. That would be 2 full turns. So remember, you can summon, you can use a potion to enhance your attack, and you can attack. You cannot summon, bomb, and attack. That would be 2 full actions. So no to the stun. If you go to 2 full moves, it has to be an enhancement. All right, there you go. So she's going to summon Buck. to Amy. Buck is going to go in, and he's going to hit Amy. Amy's taking you from 39 down to 37. And Buck is also going to frenzy Julia. You cannot stack frenzies either, just so you guys know. So Buck is going to give Julia a +2 onto her already AP 8. So 8 plus 2 is 10, plus Rojo is 14. Any response to that, Amy? Before I deal 14 AP. Psycho. All right. Amy uses Psycho. And that is one of the two she is allowed. All right, Will, you're up. Final move of round number 1, everybody. A lot of good moves. Good time, everybody. I mean, we're making good time, but there's a lot of really thought out, detailed moves. So great job. I love, love, love this move. Thank you, Will. That is genius. Somebody got it. Red Paul. Red Paul is a double striker. So Red Paul is going to go in and hit Dow. And that's going to take his A5 down to A4. Dow takes no damage. But then Red Paul double strikes, which takes his A4 down to A3. And Red Paul does D15. It's minimized. Dow also has resist. I'm going to take Dow down to 95. And Will is going to fizzle the assassin. And Julia, he's stealing your Rojos. Oh my goodness. They are targeting the assassin. She lost her Noirs and her Rojos. Whew. SLY is playing some dirty, dirty, dirty faction wars tonight. All right, Villar, you're up. Kick off round number 2. You got 10 seconds. Julia's going to throw the gun at you in a little bit, Will. Each team's got some good strategies. I love it. By the way, Dimes, I have to hit Tiny for 10 because of Red Sue. It was a Red Sue and I didn't deduct the damage. But he's got mitigation. So Tiny's at 95 as well. All right, Villar casting Sue to Will. It's going to give Will a +5. And she's going to go Unholy Grenade to Will. Right there, Will. And we're taking away Will's turbo. No turbo for you, Will. Amy, you're up. 10-second timer for Amy. It's a lot of chess match going on right now. I love it. Jim starting out in the bomber position, then leaving to go attack, kind of a sneak attack. Amy tearing down the wall. So, I mean, this is good stuff. If you guys like good thought out battle, this one's really good. All right, so Amy's going to go Percy to Julia. All right, so Percy, it's going to be a little bit of deadly venom. Julia's going to be 10, 30, and 60. Julia's got some mitigation, so first attack, not a big deal. Taking her down to 95. It will scale up. And she's going to go TS15. And arc times 5. So, right there. I got you double blue, Amy. 50 points. Dow, you're up. All right. Dow's going to go into the flag zone. Now, as soon as he walks into the flag zone, he does take damage from Vile Smoke. So Vile Smoke is going to knock him down from A3 to A2. But he's taking more damage each time. Still got that shield up. It's going to protect him for 2 more rounds. But Dow, I also got you down to 90 now. So Dow's 90, 40, or I won't tell you the base yet, sorry. 90. He is engaged with the flag, and he will take that smoke damage as a tick every turn. All right, Ocean Man, you're up. Yep. It's minor, so it'll add up a little bit, and then after every couple rounds, I'll give you some of it back. It's not a huge amount. But it is consistent. All right, so Ray's going to summon Buck. To Dow. So Buck is going to go in, it's going to hit Dow, which is going to take him down to AP1. It would do AP2. I'm going to give you AP1. Dow's going to take you from 46 down to 45. It's going to frenzy Ray. And Ray is going to go TS10 with 3 BT7s. So I do want to let you guys know, Dow is wearing half amber gear. And remember, amber gear gives you true reflect now. So any attacks, we stated this beginning of T2, ranged attacks, grenades attacks, melee attacks will reflect a portion of that damage back. So Dow's kicking back R10. So Ray, your TS10 with 3 BT7s is going to hit him. It's going to take him down to no Aegis. Based on his health modifier, after the Aegis goes on that attack, I got Dal taking another 5. Ray, I got you taking the kickback from that as 3. So it's taking you down from 100 to 97. So Aegis is gone. Dal took 5 from the BT-7 grenade with the TS-10 because he had some mitigation. And then you get 3 points of kickback from the reflect. All right, Jim, you're up. He's also got some Jade mixed in as well. So he's got some regeneration and some reflect. That's why he was asking about the regeneration. All right, Jim is going to summon Ted. So Ted is going to fly in, and Amy's going to take you down to 34. And then Jim is going to go TS-15. Five pinks to the wall. And does look like Arc is going to get on the board here. Black, green, and green. Slight lead for SLY. Tiny, you're up. 10-second timer for Tiny. Are you going to move to the flag, or are you going to capture the flag, Dimes? All right. So Tiny's engaged. He's got A5, and he is engaged with the flag. All right, Julia, you're up. You got no Rojos. You got no Noir. What will you do? All right, she's going to go red Homer. All right, so Julia, the red Homer, who do you want to deal that 10 points of damage to? It can be whoever you want. All right, so she's going to deal the points to Tiny. Dimes, that's going to have Tiny go down to A4, not taking any damage. And Julie's going to go Love Boat to the wall, which is going to take her back to 100%. But it's also going to get rid of the Percy effect. And Will, finish us off. Round number 2. All right, Will is going to summon Ted to Dow. Dow's going to take you from 45 down to 42. And Will wants to move into range. And drop a heal and seal on Tiny. All right, Tiny is surrounded by smoke. All right, Villar, you're up. Let's start out round number 3, everybody. Round 3. We're under 10 minutes to play. Healing has been nerfed to 50%. This is the final move of round number 1 as well. I'm going to go ahead and call that as well. Each player will get 1 additional move this turn, and then we'll go to our second unit. So summon Red Toxie to Will. All right, and she's going to go Unholy Smoke. So, Will, your heal and seal is not activated. Tiny is not healed and sealed, but Will is taking Red Toxie. 35 plus 5 is 40. Will has some mitigation. Taking 35. Will, you're taking 32. And you are under the effects of deadly venom. Amy, you're up. 10-second timer. All right, Amy's going to summon Red Paul. You guys are liking Red Paul now, aren't you? Poor Julia. And Fizzle Bomb Julia. Julia just lost her Rojos again. It's like, come on now. Julia just kicked something, I bet. And Red Paul to Dow. Dow. You get striked by Red Paul. Taking you down to 77. You get stricken by Red Paul again. Taking you down to 67. I'm going to give you 6 back in regeneration over the last 3 turns. Taking you back to 73. Dow, we skip your turn. You will get the flag your next turn. Ray, you're up. All right, Ray is going to go Vince to Dow. Vince will go in. He's going to hit Dow. I'm taking you down to 65 from Vince. Vince will pounce to a new target. And then Ray is going to go, oh boy. Ooh. Oh man, you didn't just go mark for death, did you? All right, Ray is going marked for death. All right, I move you up just a touch. Still in defensive zone. Now, I will tell you, Villar's a hell of a lot better geared than she was the last time you faced her. Just so you know. But Ray is going marked for death. Any response from Team Arc before I resolve this armor-piercing attack? Don't have to. I'm just saying, is there any reaction to it? Yes? No? Villar, you good? Okay. All right, so Ray is going to hit for AP 8. He's marking for death, which is going to make it AP 12. We're taking Villar from 32 down to 20. Also, the damage and the bullet wax on top of that is going to add some additional damage. Villar, I got you 85 and 20 base. Ray with a big, big mark for death, 12 AP in the books. Jim, you're up. 10-second timer, your final move of the round. All right, Jim is going to go Vile Smoke. And Dimes, that's going to take Tiny down to Aegis 3, plus the round effect. I got him at Aegis 2. And Jim is going to go TS-15. Three GAMs and 2 hybrids. Nope. Because Villar threw Unholy Smoke to break the seal. Anything from SLY? Jim's throwing these grenades. We're going to resolve them. All right. We got a tie game. Tiny, you're up, and we skip you. So Julia, your final attack of the round. Final attack. We got Julia and then we got Will. Julia's going to start making her own rojos. All right, Julia's going to go Fury 4. TS-15s and 5 Yellers. Team SLY. Good? All right. Ray says, no, it's not good. Ray bringing out blue. Julia throws it at the wall, fully enraged. And Ray says, nope. Denied. Denied at the rim. Yes. And Will, your final move of the round. All right. So Will is going to summon Red Toxie to Dow. Dow's taking you down to 32. And then Will is going to Fury 4 and Zap Dow. Final move of the round. Right there. And some of that damage is going to be reflected. So, Will, you're dealing a 20 spot to Dow. Knocks him down to 12. Regenerate up to 16. And, Will, you take kickback on that as well. Going to take you from 68 down to 62. And that is the end of the round. So, here is where we stand. We're going to bring in the subs. Now, the way the subs work, if your team has a complete roster of 4 players, the people capturing the flag will be replaced by a bench player. Vince is gone. Vince pounces. So after Vince hits, he goes to another target. It's the end of the round, Ray, so he's got nobody else to target. So second units are going to come in. And this is kind of important. Yes, when Vince attacks, Vince will hit and then he'll pounce to another target. So Dow and Tiny, at the end of their second round, will both capture the flag. They both went after the flag on the same turn. So we got one flag for Dow, one flag for Tiny. All right, so we're going to reset. So I've got Mist, Beasley, Busy Bee. Dow goes to the bench. Villar goes to the bench. Julia goes to the bench based on damage taken. And Jim stays in. Julia took more damage than Jim. Jim took no damage. So Jim, I'm going to have you let me know which position you want each one of your players. Now, normally, if Jim would have taken damage and she was the highest person taking damage, she would not reset. This is something important for you guys. If you do not have your full players here, if you have, for example, 8 players and you only have 2 on the bench, the 2 players that would normally go in would stay low. If you only have 7, like they do with Arc, then Jim would reset back to 100. As long as you have the maximum players from your team available. So I'll let Jim give me everybody's position. Now on the second unit, or on Team SLY, do we have Animal and Chuck? Busy Defender, Jim Bomber. Miss Tank, Sheila Rover. All right. All right, Chuck is here. How about Animal? Dimes, any word from Animal? All right, so here's the way this works. This is perfect. So we're going to take Animal out. So that means Team SLY is missing a player. So the player that gets subbed in, if they're under 100%, they stay in their current condition. So Dimes is coming in. Chuck is coming in. Amy is at 100%, so Amy will stay in. And then we've got Tiny, Will, and Ray. Will's at 62, So Will go to the bench to heal. Tiny's 95. Ray is 97. Therefore, Ray will come in, but he'll come in at 97. Everybody understand that? Amy's coming in at 100. Actually, Amy, you're going to the bench as well, and I'll tell you why. Amy is at 100, but she's at 94 base, which is 20% of her base. Tiny is at 95 and 43. Tiny's only down 95%. So Amy will go to the bench as well because of the AP damage she took. All right. So here's the order for round number 2, and I'll get everybody in position. So Dimes, this is your team. You can tell me where you want to put everybody. And we got an exactly even match right now. Completely tied. Same blocks, same flags. So Dime's is going to give me the location. Here's the order for round number 2. Missed, then Dimes, Busy, then Chuck, Beasley, then Tiny, Jim, and then Ray. Missed, Dimes, Busy, Chuck, Beasley, Tiny, Jim, and Ray. All right, Dimes, where do you want everybody? And Missed, go ahead and get ready because you're going to go first. So have your move ready and then we'll see where everybody's going to be positioned. Did we lose Dimes? Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to go Tiny's tanking, Chuck Rover, Ocean Man on the wall, and Dimes is defending. And Missed, you got 10-second timer. Kick us off with round number 2. And buckle up, everybody. This is a well-geared second unit for both teams. It's going to be a lot of fun. Whew. All right, Mist is going to go TS 15. With one yeller and one Goldar to the wall. You get a blue block, and you get a touch on the red block. Not much. Dimes, you're up. 10-second timer for dimes. All right, Deadly Dime's going to go buck. Too busy. Busy is going to zoom in and buck is going to go into busy. Take you from 22 down to 20, busy. And it is going to frenzy dimes. And she's going to go Rojo and target busy. Any reaction from Team Arc? Move you here, dimes. Any reaction before this resolves? All right, Animal. Animal is going to defense. Animal just in time to get in the game before that round, before Tiny's turn. All right. So Mist is going to evoke the damage. So now I'm going to tell you what the damage would have been. So Dimes was frenzied. Which would have taken it to AP 9 and AP 13. So Evoke is going to prevent half the damage now. So Busy, you're still taking AP 7. It's going to take you down to 13 base. So I'm going to put you at 90 and 13. And Miss, that's one of two charges from Evoke. And Busy Bee, you're up. Oh, look at this. I love it. Busy Bee activating Mirror Mask. A lot of bees flying around. And she's going to summon Toxie. Going in for Chuck. Chuck, I got Toxie hitting you. You're under the effects of deadly venom. It's going to hit you for 25 per turn until you heal. So that puts you at 75. Chuck, you're up. And you are poisoned. All right, so he's going to use a brace with a green cube to Busy. Which is going to give him the healing kickback to get rid of Toxie. So smart move. So green cube. You take him at 80. Toxie's out of play. Taking Busy down to 85. All right, Beasley, you're up. And actually, Busy, you're down to 11 from the AP. Chuck's rocking AP 2. So you're at 11 AP. All right. Beasley is going to go Buck to Chuck. I got Chuck at 20 AP, so Buck's going to take him down to 18. And Beasley's going to go TS-15 with 5 aquas. Any response from Team SLY before these grenades hit? Dimes, Chuck, Animal, or Ray? Well, not Ray. Dimes, your call. Anything? Animal's going to go blue. All right, that is the second blue for Team SLY. Two blues out of play. All right, Busy Bee, denied, but you got that blue in play, so could be a big move. Animal, you're up. 10-second timer for Animal. TS10. 5 big reds to busy. Woo! All right, anything from Arc? All right, we're going to resolve it. The damage is split between Busy and the clones. Up. Sheila Beasley going blue. That is the first blue for Arc. Beasley's like, not my partner, animal. You better step off. All right, the blue is denied. So no damage for Busy or her clones. And Gemstone. Finish out this round. So first round in cycle number 2, Gemstone. Close match, Arc, 25-point lead. All right, Jim is going to summon Jackson to Chuck. All right, Chuck, so here's what Jackson does. He's going to be repeat damage. So he's going to hit you for AP. He's going to hit you for damage of 10% per turn. And he's going to do that until he's killed. So Chuck, we're going to take you down to base of 17, total life of 70, and you do have to kill him or he's going to keep hitting you every turn. And Jim is also going to go TS15 with 5 yellers. And we're taking down the red block. All right, Ray, finish us off round number 1. All right, so Ray's going to start out, he's going to summon Ted to Mist. He's trying to do a base check, I think, here. Mist was at 34, Ray. She's down to 31. And she went double black graphene too. So then Ray is going to go TS15 with 5 fool's gold. And he went red Ted too, by the way, so missed. It's going to take you down to 90 and 31. All right. Anything from Arc before this grenade hits the wall? All right, it's hitting. So I got blue block gone. And Ray, you almost take out the red block. Good damage on that block, didn't quite finish it up. All right, Mist, you're up. You got a 10-second timer. Round number 2. All right, your evoke is out of play. It's fine. The blue block still goes down. Ray, instead of almost taking out the red block, you barely nick it. We got Mist on the clock, 10 seconds for Mist, and then we go to Dimes. So she's going to go Toxie. Man, Chuck, they are coming at you strong. Chuck down to 55, under the effects of deadly venom a second time. And what's the target for those grenades, Mist? To the wall. Arc. Dimes, is this good? Let me know if this attack's going to go through, Dimes. If you guys could all do me a favor and just refresh. Everybody, if you could refresh. Because a couple of you guys are on about a 20-second lag. All right, so this is going to go through. We're taking down another wall. Missed. 50 points. Expanding the lead for Arc. All right, Dimes, you're up. 10-second timer for Dimes. All right, so she's going to summon Ted Too Busy. That is going to take Busy down to 8. And Dime's going to go Rojo to Busy, which would be lethal damage, but Jim brings out Psycho. Busy was getting ready to take another 13. Busy, you're holding on. 85 and 8. Jim prevents the Rojo damage, keeping Busy alive. Whew. That would have been a game changer. Busy, you're up. 10 seconds for Busy. Dimes was straight up going for the killing blow right there. All right, Busy's going to bring Nolan. And she's hitting the grog. All right, the grog is going to take you to 100. But the important thing is how much of your base you're going to get back. So we're going to do a die roll for the base. 1 to 3, 50%. 4 to 6, 100% of your base back. This is huge, because 100% of her base is 22. She picks 3, and she gets it all back. So Busy Bee goes from 8 back to 22. Chuck, you're up. You're under the effects of deadly venom. You were at 55 and 17. All right, Chuck, you cannot drink the grog and get a brace 4 attack. 2 full moves. The grog is a full move. You can grog and take the attack. All right, Chuck is going to grog. Now I'm taking you back to 120. No need for a die roll. He is not under the effects of deadly venom. He is still being attacked by Jackson, which he will get hit next turn. And Beasley, you're up. 10-second timer for Beasley. We're under 10 minutes to play. Healing has been nerfed. We will finish out this round, and each player will get 1 additional turn. Beasley's going to bring out Nolan. And TS-15 with 5 big reds. All right, Beasley going TS-15 with 5 big reds. He's taking out another piece of the wall. Animal, you're up. What you got, Joe? All right. So, Joe, you're going to have to leave the defensive zone. Cannot use Nolan same turn. Nope. All right, so Joe's going to leave the zone, and he is going to go after 50 points. Might be a smart move. I like it, Joe. He's trying to trade 20 for 50. And you do. Joe taking down a red block. That's a net 30. Pretty smart. All right, Gemstone, finish out the second round. All right, Jim is going to Minion Rage and go TS-15. Two SLY Fly. Three Yellers. And she's taking down the last piece of the wall. All right, we're going to reset. Reset wall for Team Arc. All right, and Ray, finish us off with round number 2. After Ray, each player will get one additional move, and then cycle 2 will be over. We'll bring the starters back in, and it is going to be a race to the finish. Arc with a slight lead. Also slight. Dimes almost had the killing blow a minute ago, and that would have certainly shifted the match, but there's plenty of time to make some things happen. Ray's going to use his ability, so he's going to Bloodlust. Two more Fool's Gold and 3 red glass. And Jim is going to go red-blue. And Beasley's going to go Arc Mask. So Beasley avoids it. So Ray summons Sue. Beasley blocks it with the Arc Mask. Arc Mask out of play. And Jim goes red-blue for the second blue from Team Arc. Ray, you take 10. And Jim prevents the damage to the wall. All right, each player gets one additional turn. Missed. You have 10 seconds, your final move of the match. Ray was going big time toward the wall, but you did draw out that blue. Could be important later on. One-two combination from Beasley and Jim. All right. Missed goes Fury 4. And attacks the wall with her bare hands. And does no damage to the wall. Dimes, you have a 10-second timer. Dime's going to summon Rage to Amy. Huh? Amy's not in the game. All right, she's going to summon Rage to Ocean Man. And no, you cannot throw Magic Mike to the arc wall. I'll clarify that. Because remember, it does 25, and that block is already down. If any block was down on this cycle, you could. But since that wall reset, you can't tear that wall down and get a new wall. All right, so TS10. And take note of that as well with the Magic Mike. It's got to be a current wall that is up on the screen. You can't wait for the wall to go down and then bring a wall back that's no longer there. So TS10 and 5 black glass. Dimes taking down 50. Busy, your final move of the round. Of the match, in fact. Busy, your final move. Oh boy. All right, so Nolan Dimes is going to throw TS10. Two SLY fly, 2 yeller, and a Goldar. And then she's going to throw a SLY fly at Chuck. All right, so Busy, let me clarify this as well, just so you guys know. Your pet, as a passive pet, is an extension of you. So in order for Nolan to attack, you have to move. You can't send your pet in to throw a grenade and then you're in a different zone. All right, so all these are going to Chuck. So Chuck is taking Nolan's damage. Dropping you down to 80, Chuck. Remember, Chuck just full healed. And then he's taking the SLY fly for another 15. Chuck, I got you losing 35%. And you're up. Ah, an animal wants to split the damage. Nice move, animal. So Chuck, I'm going to put you at 82. And animal, I'm going to take you down to 72. Animal splitting the damage with Chuck. Amanda coming in with a super chat. Sorry I'm late. I've been going insane fighting the new school system. So I came in to tell my favorite peeps good night and to keep my shoe. You got it. Thank you for popping in, Amanda. Appreciate that. Good to see you, and hopefully it gets more organized. Wait a minute. Did Animal just use Medic Page 2 and cite lyrics from an LL Cool J song? Did that just happen? He just said, I'm that type of guy. Joe is the type of guy to leave his drawers in your hamper, I guess. All right. He just did it. See, this is the only place you get the animal, win or lose, ride or die, the animal is fly. Good stuff, Joe. Good stuff. All right, where's Chuck? Did I miss your move, Chuck? Chuck, you got 10 seconds. He's going nuts. Chuck is charging at Busy. And damage is split. Chuck's been waiting all night. Look how long it took to unleash the beast of Chuck. Busy, you take 5 and both your clones take 5 and die. Not quite a kill, Chuck, but you did kill 2 clones, so you're getting there. Beasley, your final move of the round. I love to see PCP attack. Platinum Chuck, PvP. Chuck is rocking a lot of platinum. All right, remember, all right, Beasley is going to go Magic Mike. Now you have to hit with 2. Remember, Magic Mike only brings back 25. So it's going to take another hit with Magic Mike to get that wall back. But that is 1 hit with Magic Mike. So we're well on your way. And then Beasley is going to go TS-15 and 5 big reds. Beasley, bring in the heat. Look at this. That's why she's up there with the top bombers. Taking down 3 more blocks, Beasley. Another 25 points. Black, green, and green. All right. Animal. Animal's going Fury 4. With red gel to Busy. He's like, psycho this. Bam! Look at this. All right, Animal rocking AP2, Fury 4, taking Busy down to 20. And 55. Woo! Things just got a little interesting there. Busy Bee at 55 and 20 after Chuck and Animal with back-to-back attacks. Gemstone. Final move of the second cycle. You got a half-healed wall. You got your own damaged wall. So we got options. You guys can see how the new items create a lot of options. All right, Vince to Chuck. We'll take Chuck down to 70. And no Fury 4 for you, Jim, because you enraged with your Warrior Enrage. So you can use regular enrages. Once you use any type of rage, you can't use Fury 4, and vice versa. Once you use Fury 4, you can't use any other type of enrage. So let me simplify it for you for abilities, because 3 people said they're confused by it. It shouldn't be confusing, but if you're under the effect of any enrage whatsoever, you can take Fury 4 and dispose of it because you can't use it. So if somebody casts Rage and enrages you, if you use Rage Potion, if you use Warrior Enrage, and if you use Enrage 3, you can't also double dip into the Fury 4. If you use the Fury 4, you can't use any of those other 4 options. So you can take 4 different rages and not use Fury 4, or you can get the big Fury 4 and not use the other ones. Pretty straightforward. All right, so Jim is going to go Enrage instead. And Jim, is that going to the wall, I imagine? The TS-15? All right. So Jim is going to, in Rage 3, go TS15, and she's still taking down double blue blocks. All right, Ray, you got a big move here. So Ocean Man, final move before we bring the starters back in. You've got wall blocks, you got Busy, in pain. Instead, he's going after Sheila Beasley. Look at this. This is just like a last minute summon Percy to Beasley. Beasley's taking a little bit of damage. And TS15. You know, either way, I'll give it to you so you can hit Busy with it. It takes her down to 45. Not going to kill her at the end of the round. You know, you would have had to really pull something special in order to get 45 damage on her anyway. So TS15 with 5 pinks. And Ray getting down a piece of the red wall as well as we finish out round number 2, everybody. Good stuff. We still got a super, super close match. We're going to get the starters back in the game. You know who you are. Great job. Hey, how about a shout out to all the second units. I think everybody did incredible. Chuck and Animal, good team there. You can see that tag team, that chemistry. Good job there. And the newly revamped second unit from ARC was pro. Dimes almost got the kill. That could be a difference maker. If Dimes would have got that kill, SLY would have a slight lead right now. But as it stands, they got a little bit of an uphill battle going into the final round. So we've got Valar coming back in as defender. Great job to Mist. Great job to Beasley. Also to Busy. We got Julia coming back in at Rover. Jim staying at Bomber. Tiny coming back in at Tank. Dimes going to defense. Will back to Rover. Sorry, Dimes going to the bench. Sorry, Dimes, you're going back to the bench. That plan almost worked, coming off the bench and getting that kill. So, we got great strategies tonight, and there's a lot of match yet to be played. But so far, the play of the match is ARC making sure that Mist had Evoke. Because Dimes was all set to come in and take down some people. And Mist having that Evoke was unforeseen, I guess. Sorry, Amanda, I had to use your name. All right, let me get all starters back to 100%. All players are completely healed because all players showed up. If Animal wouldn't have shown up, somebody would have came in at less than 100%. So good job to Animal and also Chuck keeping it going. So again, match is super close. A few blocks separate both teams. All right, final round, everybody. Valar, you have a 10-second timer. We got Villar, then we got Amy, then we got Dow, then Ray, then Jim, then Tiny. Then we got Julia, and then we got Will. Summon Red Paul to Ocean Man. Ray, you're getting double strike. Ray, after mitigation, I got you down to 80. All right, and Villar is moving out of defense and going after the wall. TS-15 and 5 SLY flies. Villar taking down a blue and damaging the red wall. Nope. Amy, you're up. Amy's going to summon Nolan. Blue Spark. TS-15 and 5 SLY fly. Anything for Mark before we take down this piece of the wall? All right, it's gone. Amy, 50 points. SLY rebuilding the wall and closing the distance here. Game just got a little bit closer. Still down about 100. Dow, you're up. All right. Dow is going to summon Nolan. And Will, he's going all up in your face. Said hit Will with a PvP sword. So you take Will down to 26 base, but 190 and 26. Ray, you're up. All right, Ray is going to summon Faith. And Mustard and Detonate to Dow. All right. Nolan dead. Dow taking 5 from Mustard Bomb. Will. Taking 5 from Mustard Bomb. Gemstone, you're up. Jim is going to go Mustard Bomb and Detonate to Amy. Killing Nolan and Amy, taking you down to 95. Tiny, you're up. She's sending Red Toxie to Will. Will, I got you at 50 and under Deadly Venom. All right, Tiny switching it up. Tiny summoning Nolan. Tiny going after the wall. And Tiny taking down 3 of his own blocks. As we said, the game just got a lot closer. SLY is on a hot streak. They're within 75, everybody. Julia. Next move for Team Arc. So Julia is going to go Red Ted to Will, taking him down to 50 and 23. And move into range and go AP3 to Will. Anything from... All right. Amy's going to evoke it and prevent half. Will, you're taking 6. AP. You can put you at 17 and 40. Will's at 40 and 17 and still under the effects of deadly venom. Will, your final move of the round. You got Gemstone's Red Toxie. And you're sitting at 40 and 17. All right, Will is going to Purple Spark to Gem. And TS10 and SLY fly times 5 to the wall. Will taking down 2 blue to get his team within 25 points. Will still under the effect of deadly venom. All right, we're going on to round 2. We are under 10 minutes to play. All healing has been nerfed. We are going to play out the 2 final rounds. So even though healing has been nerfed, this round, legendaries cannot be played next round. Valar, your second to last turn. Each player will get 2 turns. All right, Valar is going to go green bomb to Will. Will, any reaction to that green bomb before it detonates? Will disarm the bomb with his engineer ability. So it does not detonate. That would have nerfed his healing down to 25%. Amy. Valar, you have a half a move left. Anything additional? Before we get to Amy. Valar, you have a half a turn left. Valar moving back into the defensive zone. Amy, you're up. All right, Jim is already under the effect of Purple Spark, and now she's under the effect of Gold Spark. Amy is going Fury 4. Her first enrage. TS-15s. Any response from Team Arc? Jim does not have a blue. Julia is playing red-blue. And Julia, who is your target? Never mind. The red-blue will hit. No, you don't pick a target on that. My bad. Amy, it's going to take you down to 85. It's going to take you back to 90. It's a good try, Will. So Amy just went Fury 4, was going to take down a couple pieces of the wall. That is the third blue for Team Arc. Two used by Team SLY. Dow, you're up. you're going to use vision to summon a shade. Is that correct? Or you're going to attack? Alright, so he's going to summon a shade at will. Will, it's going to take you down to 30 and 17. And he's going to go Magic Mike to the wall. Amy, is that your play? Alright, so Dime's going to tank page 1. Prevent the damage to Will, keeping Will at 40 and 17. And Amy's going to go red-blue. That's the third blue for Team SLY. Dal, I'm taking you down to 85, but I'll kick you back up to 90 for your regeneration. Both teams have used 3 blues. Both teams have used 1 psycho. Now that would have been an instance if that Magic Mike would have hit, that blue wall would have came back up because it's 25 points. So that's a big move by Amy. It's a 50-point swing. All right, let's go back to Ocean Man. And Jim, I have to tell you, you're not feeling any effects from that purple spark because it's under 10 minutes. But you are still mini gemstone. Cubic zirconia gemstone. For now. And you're up, Ray. It's on you. All right, we're going to have to dispatch a submarine and find the Ocean Man. It's that time. All right, SLY, we got to get a response. Nope, nothing. Type it again. Type it in small sections. Yeah, break it down. All right. Summon Nolan. All right. Ray is summoning Nolan. And TS-15 to the wall. Any response from Dow? Goes tank page 1. So that was a big move because Ray left the defensive zone to hit the wall and Dow prevented the damage. So that is a net gain for Arc. It's a big, big move right there, everybody. All right, Gemstone. You are mini Gemstone right now. We got Jim, Tiny, Julia, Will. And then each player gets one additional turn. Close match, everybody. All right, Jim is going to go Blue Spark. TS-15. Two Glam Bams and 3 Yellers. And Deadly Dimes is going blue. No blue remaining. Gemstone back to normal size. She's getting ready to take out this portion of the wall. Tiny, you're up. Team Arc has 1 blue remaining. Team SLY, none. Tiny, then Julia, then Will. All right, Tiny is moving into range. And going Magic Mike. Team Arc. Let it fly. All right, Dow is going to go red-blue. All blues have been taken out of play. Tiny. Taken 10, modified to 5. Julia, your final move of this round, and we got Will, and then each player gets one additional turn, and it will decide the match. Ark holding on to a slight lead at the moment. A lot of defensive plays tonight. Julia's going to drop Nolan. Blue Spark. TS-15 with 5 yellers. So if you guys want to see firepower, you want to tune in for the last couple minutes here because it is going to get crazy. Julia, nothing they can do to stop it. Red block. Amy is going to evoke it to take half the damage. As her second charge of evoke. And it took out the block and damaged half of the other block, but Amy splits the damage, which puts this block up, and it is about 75% down. So it has taken damage, but not quite enough. Will, your final move of the round, and then each player will get one additional turn, which will decide the match. Will is going to go TS-10 to Magic Mike. And I got Will taking down a blue. And that's it. Walls are even. Ark has done a little bit more damage to their red block than SLY has done to their red block. All right. Each player, one additional turn. The match is as close as you can imagine. Villar, your final move. Let me get a health check. Villar, 100%. Dow at 90. Jim, 100%. Julia, 100%. Amy at 90. Ray at 80. Tiny, 95. Will at Will, I am going to go back and I'm going to reverse that move. That's on me. Will, you are under the effects of red toxie. and you will take 35 damage out of your 40. You did not heal last round. So before you throw that TS10 with 2 magic mics, I want to inform you, that's on me, I'm going to back that move up, that Red Toxie is going to take you down from 40 to 5. Healing has been nerfed at 50%. So I'm going to give you a redo on your move now that we've established what your health is going to be. All right. So that 35 from Gemstone is split. So Amy, you're taking 17. We're going to put you at 73. And Will, we're going to put you at 23. So Will is going to grog. Will, I'm going to give you a die roll. 1, 2, or 3, you get 50% cut in half. 4, 5, or 6, you get 100% cut in half. Will picks a 4, and it is a 1. All right. Gemstone's Red Toxie is no longer in effect. Will only heals 25%. Amy did mitigate some of it. So Will is at 48. All right, so we're going into the final round. The blue block goes back up. That's important. The Toxie drops off. That's important. Valar at 100. Dow at 90. Jim at 100. Julia 100. Amy now 73. Ray 80. Tiny 95. Will back up to 48. All right, each player one additional move. Valar, your move. Legendaries are out of play. No additional legendaries can be played in the final round. Good luck, both teams. Blue Spark Valar. All right, Valar leaving the defensive zone. Fury 4, TS 15, 5 yellers. All right, remember, Amy evoked some of the damage from the wall. So Villar is dealing the last 25% to the first wall. And finishing off the second wall. 2 pieces down. Amy, your final move of the round. Final move of the match. She's going to summon Trey and sack Trey. Just to be safe on the health, probably not a bad move. TS-15 and 5 Vox. Amy certainly climbed up the leaderboard today with grenade damage. No problem with the blue. Not quite the red. Oh, Villar. Casting blue, but you don't have any blues left. And we're going to give Villar a 10-point penalty, taking you down to 90, Villar. Doesn't matter. The team has used 4. You only get 4 per team. The red wall is barely holding on, Amy. You did a lot of damage to it. Dow, you're up. Dow's final move of the match. All right, Dow's going to summon Buck. Take Will down to 15. Going to Frenzy. And Dimes cast Psycho. Preventing it. That is their second Psycho. Was that a wise move for Dow to take his eye off the wall only to have his attack be denied? No damage to Will from the AP Noir. Dimes coming up with a big defensive play. That could be crucial. Could be crucial. Ray, you're up. Your final move of the match. Will has the target on his back. Going for the kill, Will. Ray is going to blue spark. Ray, TS15, 5 red glass. And Nolan, TS15, 5 plasma. Nothing can be done to stop it. Double shot by Ocean Man. Tying the game up, everybody. Big, big shot by Ocean Man. Art going for the kill. Ocean Man taking down the walls. Gemstone. Your final move of the match. We got Jim. Then we got Tiny. We got Julia and we got Will. We got a close one, everybody. We've had people building walls, tearing down walls, going for kills. All the blues are played. Psycho's been played. What's the target for the TS-15s? To the wall? All right, Jim is going to play Hannibal. And Hannibal will only hit him this turn. Will, I got you at 38 and 15. Still holding on. And now they're back to the wall. All right, so Gemstone going TS-15 and 5 yellers. Could Jim have put Will away? But now they're back on the wall. This is going nuts, everybody. Jim. Taking down a red block. Putting Arc back up by 50. Tiny, you're on the clock. 10 seconds to Tiny. All right. Fury 4. TS-15 with 5 holy grenades. And Nolan also bringing TS-15. And 5 more. Double shot for SLY, taking a 50-point lead. And we're going to reset the wall. Julia, your final move of the game. Health checks. Valar at 90, Dal at 90, Jim at 100, Julia at 100, Amy 93, Ray at 80, Tiny 95, and Will at 38. Julia's going to go Hannibal to Will. Taking Will down to 28. Julia is going to go. You can't cast Hannibal because you have Nolan. Julia? Ten-point damage penalty to Julia. Julia down to 90. You already have a pet out. But I can get Nolan's attacks in. So Nolan's going to go TS-15. And Julia's going to go TS-15. One with 5 plasmas and one with 5 glams. All right. Julia taking down the red wall. And tying the score up. And our friend Nolan adding 25. All right, Will. This is the last match of the game, everybody. Or the last move of the game. Make it count, Will. It's all on you. All right, Will is going to blue spark himself. He is bringing the TS-15. He's bringing the heat, everybody. Four arc sparks and a base buster. All right, blue spark is a slide and rage. Black block. Green block. Green block. Damages the blue block. Barely. Does not take down the blue block. All right, that is our final move of the match. We're going to go for totals. Great match by both teams. Great job, great defensive work. Start to finish, played hard. It went the full distance, added the additional round. Arc off to a big lead. SLY was absolutely phenomenal the last hour of the match. All right. Flags. We got Arc, 100 points. SLY, 100 points. Kills. Neither player scored. Wall damage. 625 for Arc. 625 for SLY. And defending, Arc defended 7 out of 10 rounds for 140 points. SLY left the defensive zone 1 additional turn in round number 2 for 120 points. Final score, SLY 845, Arc 865. Arc wins the match by 1 defensive round. They defended 1 additional turn. What an incredible down-to-the-wire match by both teams. Unbelievable. Great damage, great strategies. Little confusion at the end, but very, very well played by both teams. There were a couple times when people left the defensive zone and they got no points for the defensive zone because their attack was denied. It's not a problem to leave that zone if you can get your team points. Great, great match. They did. They count on damage to the player. So this is what we can expect when we get to the tournament. When both teams are in their full effect and bringing it like this, I think both teams will have a few little modifications with their first units and second units, but certainly an incredible match. And the speed will pick up. Normally I would have cut it off at 2 rounds in the final round, but there was a lot of momentum going for both teams, and the speed was starting to pick up a little bit. So, I just wanted it to play out, and I think it played out phenomenal. But I think both teams are going to go back and analyze one or two things. The defense was great tonight. What do you guys think? You guys think this is the best match we've had so far this season? I mean, can you imagine if this is the level of intensity when we get to the tournament? So each team, there's 2 more weeks left in the regular season. Each team has 2 additional matches. Use that time to do exactly what you guys did tonight. Play your moves, brush up, get your strategies. We almost had everything tonight. We had both teams captured a flag, great wall damage, good defensive moves and then people moving out at the right time, and Dimes almost got a kill early on. Arc almost got a kill on Will late. So, think about that. If Dimes gets that kill and Miss doesn't evoke, SLY wins. If Dow and Jim are able to take Will out, it's not quite that's close of a match. So just a great job by both teams. B-Dub, amazing battle. Loved every minute. So, hey, it's Wednesday night. We got a big event for you guys Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is round number 2 of Morgue of Mirrors, and we are having a blast. It is going to be spooky, creepy, you name it, it will be it. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed it last week, give this video a thumbs up. No stream tomorrow night. I will be finalizing your inventories. I will get your inventories out to you tomorrow night. Those of you that beefed up tonight with grenades and some additional items, all that will be added. I just got to go through a few messages. Thanks for upgrading the players. Certainly the matches were doing a lot more damage tonight. So I was really in tune with this all the way down to the wire. So both teams did an incredible job. Neither team should walk away from this thinking, they didn't play well. I thought Tiny was going to go after another flag at the end. I like that Chuck and Animal had a target and they went after it, 1 or 2 more hits. But certainly take all the information from this match, use it to get yourselves ready for the tournament. That's really when it matters. All right. Hey, thanks everybody. Awesome, awesome match. And remember, any super chats you do Friday night will go toward our pack opening event on Saturday, which is our last pack opening event for Morgue of Mirrors, because after that we have the Level Up event. And looks like it's going to be, if you guys keep playing the way you played Friday night, it's going to be a pretty awesome Level Up event. So a whole lot of people are going to be moving up to level 9. Thanks everybody. Get some rest, and we're off tomorrow night. I'll see you guys Friday night. Have a good one, everybody. Great job again. Unbelievable. Best match of the season. Probably, this is the best faction war match that we've had. So, big kudos to both teams for all the planning that you did. It certainly paid off. We'll see you guys.